And let's see if I can do this too so you guys can actually see me. Oh, way more light. All right, guys. So we are live. We are recording. Welcome to today's amazing Monday night training on the go. So this wasn't exactly how we wanted to do this, but as you know, we were hanging out in Florida. We wanted to do this poolside. And then all of a sudden, this guy named Ian shows up and tells everybody to leave the party. So we've been in the car. It took us about 6.5 hours to actually get out of Florida. And that's before they actually mandated the evacuation. So we left a little bit early, hoping to miss all the traffic, and we still got hit with some. So as you can see, I'm co-pilot. Steph is driving right now, but that's okay because you're in good hands because I know exactly what we're going to be talking about. So in case you guys missed the preview, today we have Superstar and our Chief Sales Officer, Meredith Tieszen on. She's going to come in and rock the house. You guys know that we just launched the new keto coffee flavor, and it's available for everybody to get. So she's going to tell you a little bit about that, as well as some more amazing things that she wants you to know about. So I will turn it over to you now, and I will be here and jump on as we need to talk about stuff. So guys, make sure that you give her lots of love in the chat. I can't see the chat without changing my screen. There we go. Now I can see it. All right, guys. Thanks, Meredith.
Well, thank you so much, Joel and Steph. Okay, I am so happy that you guys are safe and you're getting out of there, but bananas on 6 hours to get out of town. I was supposed to fly in today and received some prompts from the airlines saying, hey, do you want to change your flight? Free on us. So I was like, absolutely. So many things. Hey, everyone, so many exciting things that are happening right now. So here's the thing. I'm going to try and not get too excited to where I start talking too fast. Forgive me if so, but bear with me. You know, there's so many incredible things happening. Who ordered their vanilla creme coffee a couple of weeks ago? Type a 1 in the chat if you ordered your vanilla creme coffee. Also type a 2 in the chat if you have had some customers order their coffee today, because you guys, it launched to all today. And this is huge. This is really huge, because here's the thing. When I first came on board, just 8 months ago, almost, I had the pleasure of telling the field, hey, I was told our seasonal sugar cookie coffee is going away. And I promptly started getting like some hate mail, like, don't you dare take away my sugar cookie coffee. And we had so many great leaders like Joel and Stephanie and Claire and Kelly Brown, and so many incredible leaders out there say, what can we do that could be more permanent? And immediately Colin said, Meredith, I got your back. And he went to work and he and his team put together this incredible flavor that is going to be joining our line. Why is this so exciting? Because you might be thinking, you know what, this is great for my customers, but why is this so exciting? You guys, every single time there is a product launch, there is an opportunity to talk about our business, because it means that we are filling gaps where there is great volume to go out and have, and sales to go out and have, which means it's a great business opportunity to build your teams now. The other thing too is this is just one of the many products that are coming this fall. Yes, you heard me. No, I am not Doug. I'm not going to share I'm not going to spill all the beans.
Please, okay? I'm in a car. I need hope.
I know, but I will tell you, we have a seasonal flavor that's coming for the fall. We have some other things that are coming in our skin line this fall. We have incredible holiday gifting coming. And all of this means is that it is the time to start talking about your business like never before, because all of this means great opportunity to build your team and to help them get off to a fast start utilizing our For and a Friend. And so as you guys are starting to think about, what's coming and what does this mean for me specifically? Well, when you start lining up everything that we have, like I said, we just launched our vanilla keto coffee. We are going to be launching a seasonal flavor coffee. We've got something coming in the skincare line. We've got something coming when it comes for holiday gifting. All of these things equal an opportunity to share as well as an opportunity to build. And so a lot of you might not realize that we are just about 94, 95 days left in this year. Like it's going to pass like this. And the reason why we're being so strategic to make sure that we're setting up some big things this fall is so that you have a great springboard into our busiest season, January, February, March, April, because we know that if you are starting to really strategically build right now, it is going to set you up for major success come this launch of the new year. And so that's why it was so important for us to keep the momentum going, not only keep the momentum going, but bring on some strategy to help drive it more so. You know, when Doug and I spoke about how things went last year with some of the sales that they offered, he was like, you know, I gave my mom some TFX and she almost disowned me as a kid. I was like, we definitely need to set up some great sales, but we also need to be really sure about who we're talking to during our holiday season. You know, one of the great things that brands get so well is they know who they're speaking to on their consumer. And so you're going to see some holiday packaging where it talks to who are my coffee lovers out there. If you're a coffee lover out there, like put a dancing emoji out there. If you are a skincare lover, put the spa lady emoji in the chat for me. If you are somebody who maybe you're active, put the boxer emoji in the chat for me. But here's the thing is that we are going to be talking to people based off of what is important to them. If you are somebody who is an active person, we're going to have holiday packaging that speaks to that person. If you're a coffee lover, we're going to have holiday packaging and gifting that speaks to that person, that not only will it be for them, but it can be for their friends. And this is why it's so important to really start sharing about what the business can do for them right now. You see, right now, we are getting ready to introduce, if you guys have not read the emails, we are getting ready to introduce For and a Friend permanently into our comp plan. This is huge. That means that you have the reason. Yes. And here's the thing. We got to partner with Joel and Stephanie specifically. We brought them into multiple conversations to say what is working. And it's because of our leaders in the field who know the compensation plan and know how to build so strategically, who helped us really identify For and a Friend needs to stay, because it is a great way to have somebody come into the business and help them get $500 in a week, just like that, by going out there, doing a For and a Friend and helping that person do For and a Friend. Right there is $500. You guys, that more than reimburses them for them getting started in the business and puts cash in their pockets. It also helps them start building and seeing how quickly they can build. You guys realize that when you do 4 and 3, when you do 4 loyal customers and 3 friends, and you help them do the same thing in a month, it's $1,200. For a lot of people out there, that's not just your business paid for, right? The first two, the $1,200, $200 of that's going to pay for you starting your business. But that $1,000 right there can pay for people's holidays. Like, that's insane. That can pay for a month of groceries, and maybe a tank of fuel to go and get those groceries. These are things that are coming really a focal point in today's world with what is happening. People are looking for that extra alleviation from their finances that they can say, I just need an extra $1,000 a month. We can help you get $1,200 extra a month. But here's the cool thing about this. That's not even including the commissions. That's just the bonuses that you receive, not including the rest of it. And so as you start to think about what can we offer right now going into the holiday season, and I will tell you, some of the biggest leaders in this channel will start just to get their holidays paid for. Some of the biggest leaders that I've ever seen come into this channel start to just get their holidays paid for. They just want a debt-free holiday. We have the answer. So we have added for and a friend into our permanent compensation plan. We also added our fast start success bonus permanently into our compensation plan. This was another big thing that Joel, Stephanie, the Akalas, when we talked to Christensen, when we gathered the top 8 together, they said, we have to have that fast start because we want to make sure that every single person who joins can go out there and earn that money. They can go earn $4,000 in 90 days, and we can help them do that. Because that right there, a lot of times helps you bridge to that next thing. And so you're gonna also see that being added to the compensation plan, because we want people to get off to a fast start. Because here's what happens. A lot of people don't necessarily believe that they can make money in this business until they make some money in this business, which is why it's so important to show them that we have that for and a friend. We have the success bonus fast start for them to really jump into this and get off to a fast start, because nothing can build belief faster for what this can do. Because a lot of times, if you're talking to them, you're making $10,000, $15,000 a month or $5,000 a month, they'll sit there and go, well, that's you. You've been in it for a year. You've been doing this. We want to be able to say, you know what? We can help you get there too in just 90 days. Or if you want to go faster, you can go faster. We're also starting to build out a roadmap to hand you guys to show you that with going and building with for and a friend, how to get to diamond anywhere from 6 months to 90 days. Now, I don't know about you, but I am all about speed, right? Like, I wish there was something that I could be like, I could sign up for a gym that said like, all you need to do is give me 90 days and you'll have your fit body forever, right? I would be like, totally in, give me the fast one. If they were like, or 6 months, I'd be like, no, 90 days. I will work out 2-3 times a day, every single time, 90 days, right? But we have 2 paths that we're looking at, and we have mapped this out strategically, where if you do for and a friend, if you help somebody join as a new DT, or maybe you yourself are sitting here as a brand new DT, or maybe you're needing to hit that restart button. Like, how many of you all feel like you need to hit that restart button to build to diamond, or maybe rebuild to diamond? Go ahead and type a 10 into the chat for me. Like, I just want to see, okay, I love the honesty here, because I'm going to tell you guys exactly what you need to do it. Because a lot of people, when For and a Friend came out, everybody was like, how does this work with charting? What does this do? Here's the thing, is that we know when you do For and a Friend and you stay consistent, no less, now hear me, not minimum of this, or excuse me, not maximum of this is all you do, but when you do no less than For and a Friend every single month, and you help that friend do the exact same thing, we have mapped it out that it's going to take you around 6 months to get to diamond, to build the structure and the volume. But here's the thing, there is a faster way. When you focus on doing a minimum of 4 and 3, that's going out and getting 4 customers and 3 friends to join you, and you help them go out and do their 4 and a friend, or better yet, you help them go out and do their 4 and 3, you can build to diamond in under 90 days with structure and volume. And when we look at it with the volume, and you continue to do that for another 90 days on top of it, you know, one of the cool things that Stephanie, when she and I first started talking, she was like, Meredith, when I went to diamond, I was over 20,000 in volume, over 20,000 in volume. My check was huge. And she was like, I wasn't looking back at all. As a matter of fact, it fueled her even more. And you guys know, like, she sets the pace in her leadership for what to do and what to drive for. And she just poured on the fuel even more so. And look at her. I mean, she is Black Diamond. the last Black Diamond that we've produced, because she never looked back. She just saw it and she just kept going. And we know that when you put that 4 and 3 minimum in place month over month for another 90 days after the first, you guys, you're not just going to be sitting at diamond with 20,000 volume, but you have the opportunity to start plowing through the ranks and creating those habits, the consistency and habits that becomes something of a momentum train that the only way to jump off is if you stop, because it puts that in place and people start watching what you're doing. And so the thing that I get excited about is we're starting to map this out. We're really close to getting a game board out there for everybody so that you guys can see it. And then here's the thing. When people are like, what do I do? You rinse and repeat. You know, every single month, everybody, including Joel and Stephanie, if you guys don't know this, everything goes back to zero. And you know what their first goal is to make sure they're getting their product. They're one of the top leaders in the company. And on the first, their order goes in. Their auto ship goes in like clockwork. They're like, boom, there's ours, because we want to make sure we're setting the example. The next thing they do is they start clicking off every single tier. Next thing you know, they're going, okay, we're Ruby qualified instructor now, we're Emerald now we're Diamond now, and they start climbing every single month through the ranks. They don't just automatically walk into it. They make sure that they're checking in with their business every single month, and where there are gaps, you can bet they are leading the way when it comes to enrollments as well, which is key, because they realize this is what you do as a leader. And you guys know Stephanie, like, she's not leaving any money on the table. Every single month, she's like, Joel, run those numbers. And she is like hitting it. She doesn't, I mean, Joel, we love you. Yes, you're the number man, but I also know her well enough to know that she's like, I don't even need them to look at the numbers, Meredith.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
looking myself.
Yeah, that's exactly it. She's got her own numbers.
She does, but she knows where she's at in her business because it's important to her, right? And she's leading by example. And what you do is what you get, right? What you do is what you get. And so this all flows together, and it gets me so excited, because then when you start adding things on, like the Q12 bonus, how many of y'all want to achieve the Q12 bonus? Type a 3 in the chat for me. I want to see who would like a Q12 bonus. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, a lot of threes. Somebody was like, I'm going to earn it multiple times. Okay. This is awesome, because you guys, what we're talking about is the strategy in the structure for you to go out there and hit that Q12 bonus. Because like I just said, if you focus on a minimum of 4 and 3 and you're helping them go out and you're setting the example for them, not only are you going to advance to diamond, but you're going to help somebody else advance to diamond. And here's the really cool thing, because a lot of people don't like to talk about this, but I do. I am one that you always put your goals out there. You always shoot for the moon, because if you miss the moon and you keep up with the consistency and you're very persistent and you do the habits and you set your minimums and you don't miss your minimums, you might not hit the moon, but I guarantee you'll land among the stars. You will set the right habits in place to set you up for everything that we are putting in place for January 2023. And that's the key. It's not to look at, well, I didn't hit it by October like I had in my head, so I'm out. I'll wait until January 1st. No. The whole thing is you keep putting that one foot in front of the other, and you continue to build the consistency and the habits. And it comes down to, you know, Doug and I were talking to a group of Black Diamond leaders, and Joel and Stephanie were so wonderful to honor us by coming in and talking to them. We were talking to this group the other day, and I told them, I said, at the end of the day, you've got to acknowledge it's one or the other. How many of you feel like, man, okay, Meredith, like I'm ready to go. But you know what? I'm lacking a little verbiage. You know, there's a new loyal customer program coming, and I'm lacking the verbiage of what to say and how to shift some things. I want you guys to be honest. Drop a 4 in the chat if you feel like, man, or maybe it's not even the new loyal customer program. Maybe you just kind of feel like, gosh, okay, I feel like, yes, this is something I want to do and I want to achieve it, but I just don't know how to post and follow up with people, or I post fine, but the follow up, it gets me off track, or it doesn't really line up, or I find myself distracted, right? Things happen throughout the day. You guys, if you are typing a 4, I want you to just realize that we're talking about skills. Okay. We're talking about skills that honestly always need to be sharpened. And that's one thing I love about our leadership is our leaders are like iron sharpening iron. Like I am constantly being sharpened by our skillful leaders. But that just means that you've got to get out there a little bit more. If you're hesitant in how you talk about things, if you're hesitant in how you follow up, if you're hesitant in how you share, then these are things that probably you might not be super comfortable because maybe you're overthinking it. Maybe you haven't rehearsed it enough, or maybe you need to ask for some help from your upline leaders to say, hey, would you be willing to help rehearse this with me? I just want to make sure. What are you hearing? And for that, you've got to be coachable, right? You've got to be willing to say, I need some help. Like the words aren't coming easy. Help me out here. And then after you ask for help, you've got to be the one doing the work, standing in front of the mirror, recording yourself and listening to it over and over and over again to really help your posture. I used to tell people one of the things that you're going to learn from me is you're going to learn to love hearing your voice. Record yourself. I will tell y'all, like if we're being honest, I can't stand the sound of my voice. I really can't. Every time I record myself, you have to record yourself, the full face, everything. You got to record yourself and you got to learn to look at it 3 different ways. I'm going to give you those 3 ways. You're going to look at it full sound, watch it, just watch it, critique yourself. Next, listen to it without sound. What is your face saying? Because sometimes our face is like, oh yeah, it's a really great product. I mean, you would absolutely love it. It's just fabulous. Oh yeah, I use it. Yeah, right? Sometimes our face says something. My husband's always accusing me of that. Sometimes your face says something that doesn't match your words. And then the third way I want you guys to watch it is I want you to watch it with just listening. No, don't look at it. Just hear the sound of your voice and the words that you're using. Because a lot of times you're going to hear something that hits you and you go, I didn't like how I said that. I didn't sound passionate. I didn't sound excited. And so if it's a skill issue, if you typed a 4, I want to challenge you all. Record your short story. Record yourself sharing about the business and record yourself sharing about your top 3 favorite products. Okay. And then listen to them those 3 ways. Now, some of you might be going, okay, Meredith. All right. Skills. I got skills for days. I mean, they call me the skill queen or king, right? Skills for days. Then it might be a will issue. And will is something that you've got to tap into yourself to figure out what are you willing to do to achieve your goals. Because here's the thing. There's some phenomenal leaders on here. Rachel, I see you, girl. We've talked about Stephanie. Claire Flores is on here. There's some people on here. I have yet to be able to meet you all in person. Ariana, Wally's on. I mean, so many incredible. Jessica's on here. So many incredible leaders on here. Here's the thing. They didn't get to where they were by not sacrificing some things. Like that's just real talk, y'all. Like it's just real talk. I guarantee you, Stephanie had to miss some things of her daughters when she was in the thick of it building. I'm sure Joel had to go and get a pizza some nights instead of eating a nice home cooked meal because they were busy building. There's sometimes you're going to have to put some things, you're going to have to say, what am I willing to miss out on? Because the will to build a new life is so strong. I refuse to let my goals be negotiable. You have to get that mindset around you. Because here's the thing, it comes down to a skill issue or a will issue. We can help with the skills. But you've got to dig down and you've got to figure out what you want and what are you willing to put in front of it. Because will is the expression of a habitual habit. It's not something that you really might want to do every single day, but you've got to make the choice to get up and do it. You know, professional athletes talk about how every single day they have to eat the same meal when they're training, the same meal, and it gets boring and it gets dull. But the will for them to be a champion in their sport means that they've got to sacrifice their diet sometimes. It means they got to sacrifice family time. When you're training for the Olympics, those athletes, they don't go home. They don't go celebrate birthdays and holidays. They have to stay in training camps and stay focused for their mindset. And it's something that they are so passionate about that they're willing to miss out because the drive is so big. You know, I love the saying of, if you think that sacrificing what you would like to do to achieve your goals is hard, try living with regret. Because that's the truest sacrifice, is knowing that you could have done something, but you let it pass you by because we weren't willing to make the small sacrifices now. You guys, it's not easy. I'm not saying that. I guarantee you there was probably days, she probably wouldn't admit it. She'd probably call me a liar right now to my face, but I guarantee you there were nights that, you know, there were tears because you miss out on something. I remember feeling that way. I've cried a lot of tears for missing out on something in the moment I thought was important. But at the end of the day, I had to discipline myself so that I could go out there and achieve what was in front of me. And you'll have to learn to also discipline your disappointments. That's just truth talk. Because here's the thing. As I said, we have a huge list of things in front of us, not just for this fall. We've got a list of things in front of us that you guys are going to want to be a part of. We're going to continue to build out our product portfolio because we know that that means more people can come into this business and find things for them on the product side as well as the business side and align. We want to, it's not that we're going to be an end-all be-all one-stop shop, but we definitely want to make sure that when it comes to health and wellness, we are providing the best of the best products, the best of the best ingredients, and a filled out line of products that speaks to that. So we've got some big, hairy, audacious goals. We have some BHAG goals, ladies and gents, that we are going to be hitting over the next 6 months. The question is, how many of you are going to go out there and start building with the mindset of, I'm going 4 and 3. I'm willing to put it all on the line because it is in the plan. We just made it permanent. We just made it permanent, y'all, in the plan. Thanks to your leaders. We're going to be adding success bonuses. You heard me, quarterly success bonuses. We're going to continue with them. But we want you guys focused on not just achieving success bonuses. We want you focused on achieving the 4 and 3 because we know that will build you the right way to diamond and beyond. And not only that, it's going to continue those right habits to take you to double diamond, triple diamond, prez, all the way up, you guys. Ambassador, black diamond. We are putting everything together. So with that, we are layering everything to fall into place properly. So when you look at 4 and a friend, it helps you get to diamond. When you look at what we have out there, we have the Q12 bonus that helps you when you achieve diamond. You want to advance even further in that, you can climb into that Q12 rank. Absolutely. We have other things that are going to continue to stack onto those things as you continue to build your business because we want to continue to reward the right behaviors. And this is all part of it. So here's my ultimate question. If you have the skills, are you willing to go after what is on the table? Because if you're not willing to pull up a chair to the table that is an endless buffet, you will settle for the scraps that fall on the floor. And you guys are worth way more than that. So understand what your worth is and decide, make a mental choice. If you haven't been where you want to be, Change that starting now. The month is still going. Decide today to go out there and do 4 and 3 in this week, because trust me, it is possible. If you guys have already done 4 and 3, go do it again. You guys, don't put excuses and don't put limits on what you can achieve in these next few days to drive this month and to start setting up momentum. Maybe some of you just need to start reaching out and doing host and posts. Maybe you need to do some in-person events. You know, Stephanie and Joel called me just a couple of weeks ago from an event. They launched a girl in Kentucky. They drove from Michigan to Kentucky to go launch her at a live in-person event, because they're still out there pouring into their team. So they're still doing whatever it takes because they know what's still on the table, and they choose to sit at the table, not fall for the scraps that are falling on the floor. They're saying, you know what? No, we're here. We want the big, bad, big T-bone steak. We're ready to pony up everything. That's the type of leadership that you are following. So let me just say, you guys, follow them. They know the way, they go the way, and they show the way each and every single day. And if you guys, goodness, if you don't realize what you've gotten them, let me tell you, I am all in, because I love watching their fire for this business. And they put it out there every single day, because they know ultimately, because they will themselves to talk about it and do it, they know that they're changing lives every single day because of it, because that's the ultimate mission. They use this as their mission field. I know they do. They serve with a servant heart, because they realize it's not just helping somebody get out of debt. It's not just helping somebody on their health journey. It's helping somebody with their hope. It's helping somebody with changing somebody else's life. And that's a ripple effect. And that's truly the legacy that they're building. So when I think of all these things, like, guys, I get so excited. Man, I get so excited, because what an incredible time we're at in our company right now. So Joel, I'm going to stop talking for a minute, because I just start going, and I got more excited thinking about all the things that we're doing and all the things that we're bringing out. And I know, you know, some of the secret stuff that we're doing, but I just also want to open it up if there are questions or anything that you would like me to talk on that I can talk on. No secret given. I'm not Doug. But if there's something that I missed, please let me know. Oh, I don't know.
No, I think you crushed it, guys. How about if I stop the video? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Okay, good. We're in the...
We can't hear you. Okay, does anybody have a question they want to type in the chat? I think we lost Joel and Stephanie for a minute. They'll be back. They'll be back. You said, Joel, tell us all the secrets. Joel can't. Did he drop, or did I hang up on him? I'm just playing. I would never do that. Oh, there you are. Are you there?
Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Back?
Yes.
Okay, hopefully I'm back. All right. So you totally crushed. If you guys aren't on fire, you need to check your pulse, because you're probably dead. That was incredible, Meredith. Thank you for coming on. Absolutely appreciate it. You know, we're in and out of signal, so hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can hear me,
hear you.
drop a 1 in the comments. Because that's the only thing that I can see at the moment. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and close us out in prayer. Guys, go out and get ready to crush the rest of your month. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group of leaders. Thank you for the leadership that we have. Just ask that you bless them as they go out and finish this month strong. Bring the right customers and the right distributors in their path so that they can go out and help change lives. Thank you for everything that you're doing through us. Just ask that you bless us and keep us safe. Keep everybody in Florida safe from harm's way. and everybody that's trying to get out, keep them safe as well, God, and just ask that we go out and have an amazing rest of our week. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Love you guys.
All right,
Be
guys.
safe.
Go out and have an awesome day.